Hey there, everyone. My name's Adam Vox, and in my office tour and apartment tour, which is up on my tech channel and vlog channel respectively, if you want to see my full setup and apartment, you can go check those videos out. Link will be in the description below and the YouTube cards. I pointed out my retro gaming station, which is still very much a work in progress, but something that I'm happy to finally have at least started nonetheless. And I wanted to go into a little bit of detail here about it. I'm not going to spend too much time on it because it's a fairly simple setup, but I did want to highlight it on this channel here for you guys because I like talking about my retro games and my game collection in general and my setup stuff, things like that. So what we have here is a giant CRT or tube projection box TV. It's a Magnavox 30 or 32-ish inches, I believe. It might even be a 28. That is, frankly, as old as I am. We've had it my entire life. It was my TV in a couple different rooms for a very long time, and then it was in the basement for my sister's little DVD area for a little while. And the remote for it no longer works, so I'm going to have to figure out a universal remote solution at some point. That remote lasted up through when I had it, but it no longer appears to work. But it's just an old-school box TV, and then I have a Pelican accessories from way back in the day, from when I also was very, very young, composite and RCA video splitter. It has RF via from the cable connection, and then RCA composite for red, white, and yellow. And it has about 4 or 5 inputs and 1 output. And then I just have my Nintendo 64 that I got from Falcon 1974 through that haul that I posted before, which I'll post a link to that again in the description below. I've got my Super Nintendo, which was my uncle's when he was a kid, so it's just kind of passed down. I've got a Sega Genesis 2013 modern console adaptation. It has some built-in ROMs built into the console, but then it also plays cartridge games. That's really cool. And then I have an Atari Flashback all-in-one console. That was a Christmas present a few years back, which just has a bunch of games built in. All run through this little switcher. And then I have the switcher's audio outputs split off via the Turtle Beach headset adapter. This came with my original Turtle Beach X11 headset back in the day, and it came with a little adapter so that you could hook it up to the RCA outputs, primarily for the Xbox 360, and run it to the headset's headphone in. Well, I've adapted that and split off the RCA connection from that audio and run it to a SteelSeries Siberia 200 headset, put on my Razer stand, which fits perfectly and sturdily on top the TV, and then I just have it running back to the TV. Now, at some point in the future, I do plan on investing in a powered composite splitter so that I can run that to a capture card, just off and on, since it'll be going across the floor. But off and on when I want to try to record these games and things like that. I do have an original Elgato Game Capture HD, which will accept that kind of input. And then I will also at some point probably be getting a Laserdisc player, because I have a few Laserdiscs that I've recently added to my collection, just to watch them in their original format, because a lot of this stuff does not scale up to HD TVs. Now, granted, in the current position that everything is set up in, it's really kind of awkward because sitting right on top of that TV, it's very blurry and hard to see. But it's what I've got to work with at the moment. I don't really have anywhere else to put it, so I will just deal for now. If you have any ideas of what other retro consoles I should invest in for that setup in the future, let me know. Otherwise, guys, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Let me know what you think about the setup and stuff like that as well in the comments. And go check out the office tour and apartment tour in the description as well. My name's been Adam Vox, and I'll see you in the next one.